Hi everybody, welcome to 36 Brix, and this is Scott's Talk, where we basically talk about topics, Lego topics to be exact. So today I want to talk about sets versus pieces. So what I mean by that is basically buying a set, okay, say for example, the Friends set, okay, and then if you were to mock that out or modify it, would it be better to buy more than one, or would it be better to just buy the pieces that you might need? So let's talk about that. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I'm talking about modifying or mocking a set out. Would it be better to just buy multiple sets, or piecing out the piece, or ordering the pieces that you want to complete the set? So there's pros and cons to both. Let's just be quite frank and out there. If you're trying to stay with the essence of the build and using those parts, okay, I would suggest buying multiple sets. Is it going to be cheaper? Absolutely not. Trust me on this. Just trust me on this. It's not going to be cheaper to buy 3 of these at $60 a pop when you can just buy the individual pieces that you need to close it out if you want to make a modular building. With that said, you're going to get a lot more details, and quite frankly, it will be easier to buy multiple sets than it would be just to piece the parts out. Some of the pieces might be expensive, but others you're going to get you're going to get more of a bigger bang for your buck if you order just the pieces. Scratch that. No, sorry. Twist, rewind. I mean, you're going to get the exact pieces you want, and the details you want if you were to order online and get the individual pieces versus ordering the sets or buying the sets. So let's go over the pros and cons to buying multiple. We'll start with buying multiple sets because, quite frankly, I'm good at that. So the pros to buying more than one set and then combining them is you have all the pieces to the set. Quite frankly, you don't have to search through anything to figure out what pieces you want. You don't have to worry about not having, certain pieces here and there. It'll give you the opportunity to keep the essence of the build without going way out there. So all around, my personal preference most of the time is to buy multiple sets. Okay, like I said, the reason for that is because I'm going to get the exact parts I know that I want. The bad parts about that is I may not still get the quantity of parts that I will need. Plus, you might have a ton of parts left over, and that could be a pro and a con. The pro to that is that gives you extra parts. The con to that is you may not need those extra parts. So that's where buying the specific parts that you want and need to mock out your building or to change your set the way you want it may come in handy. So with that, one, it's going to be cheaper. Okay, quite frankly, it's going to be cheaper. Some situations it may not be, but in most cases, if you're spending even 20 cents per brick, or per part, I should say, and you order 100 parts, that's still $20, okay, versus buying the set for $60. Where it may not be cheaper is if you're buying multiple parts and you need to buy them from multiple sellers. There's 3 sellers basically out there, or 3 to 4 basically. You have Lego themselves, you have Brick Owl, and you have Bricklink. Now with Lego, you have 2 options. You can go Bricks and Pieces or BAP, which is BAP is Bricks and Pieces. So you have the choice of the PAB, which is pick and build, or you have BAP, which is Bricks and Pieces. So with those, shipping will be different. If you go BAP, which is Bricks and Pieces, you're looking at $2.95 no matter what you order, how much you order, etc. Versus Bricklink or Brick Owl, it's all going to be based on the seller that you get the parts from. Sometimes they're as expensive as $15 for shipping if you're buying or ordering a lot from them, or it could be as cheap as $3 or $4. So it really just depends on what you are ordering. So that, again, is one of the downfalls to ordering via Brick Owl or Bricklink. As far as those parts, is you're going to get exactly what parts you need and want. The downfall to that is you got to know your parts. You got to know those codes. You got to know the set. You have to have the basic information in order to look that information up. Plus, when it comes to shipping, as far as time-wise, depending on the time that you have set aside for building out that mock, you're looking at with Bricklink and Brick Owl, it might be 3 days to 3 weeks as far as getting the shipment in. If you're looking at Lego, then quite frankly, it could take 3 months, especially around this time of year with all the issues going on with the world. It could take a very long time. The parts that I ordered that are in this box right here, that I have a mock that I'm working on, those took 2.5 months to get. Yeah, 2.5 months. Well, am I willing to wait? Yes, I was willing to wait. I got them on a really good deal, and that was from BAP. Versus with a set, those parts right there, I couldn't really get in a bunch of sets. Or the sets that are out there don't have enough in them for me to really look at. Those pieces right there, you're looking at, I ordered anywhere from 50 to, I think the biggest was 143 of an individual part, and they were bigger parts. Parts that in a set you might only find 1, 2, maybe 3 in total. I'm not going to buy 50 sets to get 150 of those parts. So, so that is one of the benefits of going with a place like Brick Owl, Lego themselves, or Bricklink. So those are the pros and cons. I'm sure there are others. For example, with Lego, if you ordered, as far as the difference is from Bricklink, a lot of times they might be cheaper parts, but you don't know what kind of condition they're in. They might be scratched or something like that. Essentially, they're used parts. They could be faded. Versus if you ordered from Lego or bought a set, they're brand new parts. Nobody's touched them. You don't have to worry about cleaning them, anything like that. So hopefully that was helpful. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you have suggestions on what topics you'd like me to talk about, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and talk about what you guys want to talk about. We'll see you next time on Scott's Talk. Hey everybody, I just wanted to give a quick shout out and thank you to all my Patreon supporters. It means a lot that you've taken the time to support what I do and appreciate all the effort that I put into both the videos and the streams. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. For those of you that are not members, please check out patreon.com/36brix. That's patreon.com/36brix, and check out the packages that you could take advantage of to get more content. Have a great day.
Ooh, this one's cool. Check this one out. I agree, that one's cool, but this one's awesome. Ooh, I like this one. I just can't stop watching. Well, I like them all, and I'm gonna subscribe. Can you do the same? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Brix.